Where did you?
A newly found Ripple, XRP, connection leads to the President Trump. If there's something we can be sure of with Ripple, is that it has built the best relationships with some of the most important financial institutions and figures in the whole world. To say the least, the company has created great partnerships with several central and commercial banks around the world, as well as with some important payment methods, such as Banco de Santander, American Express, MasterCard, Western Union, and others. In this sense, we've been wondering how has the company managed to make all these alliances, and like this, managing to pass from being a startup to the giant we know right now. And as it seems, the answer to the question may be quite simple, it's just a matter of connections. We recently reported that back in 2011, Ripple was assisted by no one less than the current executive vice president of MasterCard, Colleen Taylor, who mentored the company and also served as a bridge for getting Ripple to test their solutions with real clients. As she said in her interview, back then instead of seeing Ripple as a threat they actually decided to say I have the scale, you have the agility, let's work together and make this project work. These declarations gave us a clearer perspective of what has been going on with Ripple from the beginning. It happens to be surrounded by highly influential people in the industry. In this sense, a new connection has been found for the company, and this time leads to nothing less than the current President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. Let's see the main details behind this. Ripple's board member assisted President Trump. Ken Kersen, who is currently a board member of Ripple, is a businessman who happens to be related as well with politics. In fact, he is a political consultant and journalist. In this sense, it was recently known that back in 2011, Kersen was the one that pursued Donald Trump himself to run for presidential elections, and the same way, he was in charge of preparing some of the speeches that Trump used in the campaign that saw him winning the elections. Furthermore, it was known as well that Trump and Kersen are actually friends apart from the works they have done together, which is actually the reason why many people are now considering that this can be a very beneficial thing for the Ripple towards the path of adoption and the struggle with the Securities and Exchange Commission's SEC department. Whether this be a real thing or not remains a question, but even if not, just with the relationship, high chances are now open for the company. Current performance of Ripple, XRP. At the time of writing, XRP has a price of $0.5268 according to CoinMarketCap, and it has decreased by 6.81% in the last 24 hours. However, this downturn probably is actually a correction after the several greens the market had a couple of days ago, the same that saw Ripple's XRP going to the second position one more time, replacing Ethereum as the second largest cryptocurrency in the market. Later on the same day, Ripple went back to the third position, but it definitely proved Ethereum should actually be worried. Let's see how this new connection, which certainly is worth noting, affects the Ripple's XRP position in the market. So stay tuned. RipplePowered Japanese App that links 60+ banks launches its website. MoneyTap is one of the main platforms in Japan that help in money transfer. The platform connects 60 banks in the country using Ripple's technology. As one can expect, the transaction settler aims to connect more banks around the world, and by doing this, it has decided to launch its official website moneytap.jp. Although there hasn't been lots of information on this, the point is that this development is good news for Ripple and its community, a giant step forward. As stated earlier, MoneyTap comprises 60 banks in Japan, consisting of 80% of banks in Japan. The platform has indicated that it will feature its application on iOS and Android devices too, before the end of this year. MoneyTap has solely been using Ripple solution for quite some time now, and this is due to the fact that Ripple offers a faster and cheaper means to transfer payments in the world. Today, Ripple is seen as a big competitor to SWIFT. Founded back in 1973, SWIFT is the old player and has more than 200+ countries registered on its network, but Ripple on its part offers a better solution. Now with the help of Ripple Solutions, MoneyTap is devoted to change the way remittance payments get done in Japan, having succeeded in getting more than 60 banks on board to join its payment platform, which would be mentioned by Ripple's Director of Joint Venture Partnerships, Emi Yoshikawa. It is worth recalling that the SBI CEO stated earlier at the time when MoneyTap was to be announced that, "We are also considering using XRP for bridge currency in MoneyTap." Moreover, Ripple's solutions have been adopted by different fintech companies around the world today. In fact, the blockchain firm is leading when it comes to mass adoption. But its community is worried of the aspect that XRP hasn't actualized its utility throughout the world's financial sector. Given this, MoneyTap will be the very first mobile application of such genre to be utilized by different financial institutions in the world. It's seen that despite SBI having launched its own crypto exchange, called VTrade, and exploring other digital assets in the market today, it still supports Ripple and its products. Meanwhile, Ripple has also commented on the issues that Japan's financial sector faces. The company believes, flexibility with domestic payments is limited in Japan. Transactions must occur on weekdays and between 8:30 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. or risk delays. While there are discussions to change the window on the current banking rail system to make it accessible 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, the cost of implementing it would be high. Blockchain-powered domestic payments will speed transactions and lower costs. Also, Yoshikawa, Joint Venture Partnerships Director of Ripple, has stated that, "The release of the MoneyTap mobile app shows Ripple's continued commitment to providing its partners across Asia and the world with blockchain-powered solutions that dramatically improve the customer payments journey." Ripple mass adoption has increased, and without a doubt, its recent feat with MoneyTap came at the right time when Ripple and R3 Consortium settled the dispute between them. As things stand, Ripple is committed to making global remittance payment very efficient, and soon it might become the primary technology for cross-border payments. Tron, TRX, Ripple, XRP, News Roundup, latest announcements and updates. While the Tron project continues to deliver on its roadmap milestones, its associated currency is still experiencing major bearish pressure, forcing it to close below the 2-cent mark late yesterday afternoon. At press time, the world's 12th largest cryptocurrency by total market capitalization is trading at $0.019, a relative price point that has remained somewhat constant over the course of the past 2 days. However, when taken into consideration the currency's performance over the past week, the value of TRX has dipped by nearly 24%. XRP's woes continue as well. Tron is not the only digital currency facing the wrath of a bearish market at the moment. XRP, the world's third most sought-after crypto asset after Bitcoin and Ethereum, is also on a steady decline, losing over 3% of its value against the US dollar daily since September 5. Currently, the digital asset is trading at a price point of $0.267. The economic downturn being showcased by XRP seems to have become the norm for most of the top 20 altcoins in the market, primarily due to the prevalence of a lot of FUD circulating within the interwebs. Tron continues to deliver, all set to launch on 5 new exchanges. Crypto celebrity and founder of the Tron project, Justin Sun has been on a tear over the past week, being quick to note that TRX has been on point with its milestone targets, especially when compared to its rival platform, EOS, which is widely considered to be an older, more established blockchain ecosystem. It is also worth mentioning that Sun's social media following has now surpassed that of established crypto projects such as Tron, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Monero, Cardano, Neo and Dash. Lastly, TRX is also now listed on 5 additional cryptocurrency exchanges including big names like KuCoin, Xrates and Abra. The other exchanges where the altcoin has been listed includes UK-based CoinEx Market and newly launched trading platform, Change Hero. Ripple settles its ongoing lawsuit against R3. Ripple Labs has been at the receiving end of numerous lawsuits over the course of the past year or so. However, just yesterday, the firm released an official statement stating it had settled all of its existing legal issues with R3 Holdco LLC and R3 LLC in a completely amicable manner. Exact details pertaining to the settlement have not been disclosed by either of the involved parties. For those unaware of Ripple's ongoing legal troubles, the company has been marred by a slew of lawsuits that date back to as far as September 2017. Claimants have time and again questioned the status of XRP as a security as well as questioned the currency's true level of decentralization. Final take: while the current market conditions continue to push crypto investors to their limits, hodlers and long-term enthusiasts are confident that TRX and XRP will bounce back after this latest barrage of economic pressure subsides.